Hi guys, I wanted to add in one more video to show you. I had mentioned in the last video to show you that you could do some virtual field trips with recent locations. Particularly this one is if you plan on visiting Washington, D.C. Now this isn't one that I came up with. This is one that I just did a search for just to kind of see what locations could be viewed through the Google Maps. I'm sure you could do a tremendous amount of searching for whatever maps that you needed, whether it's based on social studies or math. I don't know how much you're going to find with math, whether or not that's something that's relevant, but I'm sure there might be something out there if you dug deep enough. English and social studies, I would say this is probably going to be more important for you. Maybe if you went on the psychology route or the sociology route, this might be important too. So this is a map of downtown Washington, D.C. So if you click on the U.S. Capitol, it throws up not only websites that you could visit, it shows up pictures. You can scroll through, look at the different pictures that whoever put this together can show you recent pictures that are located on there. So that's kind of neat. You can scroll through and see what different visitors have put together. As I said before in the last one, there's also step-by-step directions on how to get to these certain locations from your current location. So you can, of course, you could drive, you could take the transit, walk, bike, or fly. It might take a while to get you to walk from here to Washington, D.C., but I'm sure it's something that some people might have done. Other thing that's very cool about clicking into this part of the window is you can see a satellite view. You can scroll down or click on the satellite view and kind of toggle back and forth between the map view and the satellite view, and it also gives you a ton of locations plus streets that you would be part of. The other thing too, if you want, you can click into a 3D and kind of look at it, if you kind of scroll and drag through your mouse, you can kind of toggle that, and you can scroll in as close as you want in terms of the locations. I think it gets pretty close. Looks like some office buildings, maybe even some residential places that you can kind of scroll in really close just to see a current satellite view of different locations. So we're going to go back to the DC tour and kind of look at some of the other locations that they do provide. So we're going to scroll down and check out the Holocaust Museum, just because I've been there. It's interesting, and you can check out some other resources on that. I'm sure. Looks like whoever put this one together put some nice photos, locations, street views of what you can see, and various items inside the museum that you can check out, plus locations in and around Washington, D.C. to look at. So that's kind of neat. It also can kick you out to their website if that's something that you're interested in, doing a little bit more research and checking out things that are linked out to their website. You can even look at reviews that are on the website, as I said before, you can kind of zoom in and out and look at it at a little bit more detailed view if you click even further. If you just dig a little bit more deeper and you click back and forth between the satellite view and the maps view, as I said, you can look at the locations. Now, I believe you can go back and choose one of the locations as your starting point. So you can look at directions, let's say from the Washington Monument to the Holocaust Museum. You can see that. So as far as toggling back and forth between different locations, super easy to do, very user friendly. As I said before, this is not a map that I came up with. I just thought it might be a nice idea, a nice visual reinforcement of how Google Maps could be used in a classroom setting, especially for example, if it's a school that cannot afford field trips to go visit Washington, D.C., you can take virtual field trips and check that out. I just feel like Google Maps is so cool, and they're always coming out with different resources, particularly Tour Builder is their beta program that would help you build something like this. Very cool resource. I use it all the time, especially when I'm showing kids different locations. So let me know what you think, and let me know if there's any other resources that you've come up with too that could add into Google Maps, or let me know if you've come up with anything that you have added into your classroom using Google Maps. It's definitely a very cool resource that most people don't use when it comes to the educational suite of Google. A lot of times they just use Google Docs or they'll use Google Slides. So Google Maps, very, very cool icon that you can use. And even if I just did a simple Google search, I could probably come up with Tour the White House with Google Street View. That's kind of cool. This will kick me out to a website that I've checked out. Go to the White House in Google Maps, this will also show you direction by direction of what you could do in terms of going to various locations throughout the White House. So very cool. I like this resource a lot. So thanks.